Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and we have some big transfer news here. Manchester United officially signed Casemiro. It's not official, it's not confirmed by the club, but Fabrizio Romano, the journalist, who we all know is always right about these transfers, has confirmed. He said Casemiro. Oh yeah, I'll share my screen. My bad, forgot about that. But yeah, Casemiro to Man United. Here we go. Real Madrid accepted all details of the bid. Club preparing contracts right now, 60 million fixed fee plus 10 million in add-ons. Casemiro has full agreement on 4-year deal option until 2027. Medical and then visa will be sorted out this weekend. So wow, what a deal for Manchester United. They've been struggling these last few weeks in the Premier League. Um, in the start of the season. They started off losing to Brighton like 2-1 for their first game. That was very disappointing for them. People were like, wow, like they've picked off right where they left off. Man United really not doing well. And then, we've discussed this in past videos, obviously, but and then last week, 4-0 against Brentford. I mean, who would have thought that was going to happen? I sure didn't, especially being a fan of Man United, as a lot of you guys know. Um, very like disappointing this season has gone so far. But I still think, I still think I still think the season can be saved. I still think we can get like top five, maybe top six. I don't see us getting top four. But now that we have Casemiro, I could definitely see us breaking through and maybe even getting top four. Um, and yeah, this is insane. I think like the really the directive, like the blame. No, I think all Man United fans have finally been united and finally realized what the main cause of the problem has been since Sir Alex left in 2013. It's really the ownership of the team, which is the Glazer family. They do not care about the club. They really just use Man United for themselves. They use it as a cash cow. I hear people say that's what they use it. Because obviously as they own the club, they will get they will get stuff. And yeah, they're really just doing it for themselves, and they do not care really what the fans think, unless the fans pull off a protest. They boycott, buying jerseys, they boycott the games even. So that's a big problem right now. And see, I really don't want this signing to blind the fans because, um, what's happening right now is they're planning a protest against the Glazers. The fans are the ones going to the Liverpool game coming up on Monday. Obviously, as we know, when the Super League happened about a year and a half ago, fans protested at the Liverpool game then also, and the game got actually called off because the fans got onto the pitch and yeah, so the game got called off. They were not really rioting, but they're really protesting strongly, and that forced the Glazers really to they had a good transfer in the last year. They signed Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane. That's three like amazing players. But then we saw as the season went on last year. I mean, it's the same stuff. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he had his hands tied behind his back because they really didn't do what he wanted to do with his project. Did he really want Ronaldo? We don't know. I mean, as much as I love Ronaldo, I don't even know if Ole wanted him. And then they go on to sack him. They never really backed him. Bring in Ralph Ragnick, and he's supposed to become the technical director or whatever. And they're supposed to listen to him because he was just the interim manager, and he wasn't supposed to leave the club. We all know he left the club, and then now he is manager of Austria, and he's not involved in Man United anymore because simply he said the board did not listen to him in his transfer targets. The transfer window has been horrible so far up until this point. I think Casemiro is a great player. Now I've been a little bit off track so far in this video, as you guys know. I mean, we haven't even talked about Casemiro yet, but I just have to get this off because we can't get blinded by this because what the Glazers are doing is, they see that the fans are mad. They go on and sign Casemiro, probably one of the best CDMs in world soccer, world football, whatever you want to call it. Um, Probably the best. He just came off winning the Champions League. And they're blinding us because some fans of the United fan base are not gonna think, oh, the Glazers are okay. Oh, they just got us Casemiro, no problems. Let's go get top four. But no, there still needs to be an organized protest. There still needs to be Glazers out everywhere because with them we're not gonna do anything. I mean, we got Cristiano Ronaldo. In my opinion, that's the greatest player of all time. We got him last season. You'd expect a team with that great of a player, like no matter, like I mean, our team was decent too. Our team was decent. We had good players, and you'd expect a team with that much quality to get to the top four. I mean, like I don't know how we didn't, but people will blame it on the manager, but our managers have not been able to do what they want. They have not been able to get the players that they want, especially Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and even now Ten Hag. Ten Hag, I can tell is frustrated. They're not going to speak out because they're probably going to get sacked, and they don't want that. I mean, if I was Ten Hag, I'd probably resign. After those first two games, that's what a lot of people have been saying. I'm not even the only one that said that, and I didn't even come up with that. I saw people say that. I do, and I totally agree with that. I resign, but I mean, hey, you get Casemiro, and let's shift to that. I guess that's a positive thing. I guess. Let's forget about the Glazers. Pretend the Glazers don't exist. This is a great signing. Like I said, probably one of the best CDMs in world soccer. I believe he's at the age of 30 or 29 now. I can look it up real quick. Casemiro age, 30 years old. And he'll be turning 31 this season. We paid 70 million for him, so 70 million for 30-year-old. I don't know. I mean, knowing he's the best, probably one of the best midfielders in the world, I'll take it. Especially, I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot for a 30-year-old. But like I said, he's probably one of the best. Like, and I think coming off this Champions League, I mean, he's a winner. He was in a squad of great players, obviously, with guys like he'll be reuniting with Cristiano Ronaldo especially, and Rafael Varane. So they all won Champions Leagues together. Um, you know, oh my god, my bad about that. I was just testing the audio. Because it says my camera quality isn't good, but apparently I think it's okay. But yeah, sorry about the echo there. But yeah, I think like yeah, like I said, he's like he's a winner, and I think he'll bring that. And Man United have been ignoring this problem for years. They've needed a midfielder at this position, a CDM at this position for about I want to say since 2018, maybe 2019, because we've been playing with Fred and McTominay in our midfield for years. We had Paul Pogba, but just I can't remember the last time we had a good CDM. I mean, Matic for a few years was really good. I loved Matic for a few years, but obviously we bought him at the end of his prime, basically. So, and then I mean, we just sold. He just left the club this year to go to Roma. So Matic we got in like 2017 or something like that, and he was a good player under Mourinho. But then the Premier League is the fastest pace league in the world, and he just simply does not fit. So Serie A would be great for him, but and then who else do we play? And then these past 2 years we've been playing Fred or McTominay at the sixth position, which is also CDM for those who don't know. So we've been playing those two at that position. And let's be real here, those two players are not even CDMs. So McTominay is an 8. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and so is Fred. Fred, we know, always gets exposed when he's playing CDM, especially these last two games. He is not a CDM, so I'm happy to get this resolved. Finally, Casemiro. Finally, we get one, and I think this really helps because now our midfield is looking good. We get Casemiro in at DM. I don't know who we play at the 8. We still need to sign another midfielder. I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but if we were to, if I need to think about that because there's Donny Van de Beek you could play, there's Christian Eriksen even you could play there, and there's McTominay obviously. I hope they don't play him because he's just trash. And then I said Van de Beek, right? And then you could also play Fred there. I would not be opposed to Fred playing there. So I honestly want because I do not see them starting Van de Beek, even though Ten Hag is back. I don't see them starting Van de Beek. I don't know why. I don't know what they have against him. Like even all three managers, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralph Ragnick, and Ten Hag, they all have not started Van de Beek consistently. I have no idea why. Even Ten Hag is an old manager. But I hope Ten Hag. I mean, I hope Ten Hag gives him Van de Beek time. But my ideal starting midfield would be Casemiro, obviously, Van de Beek, and then Eriksen. Bruno's in very bad form, so I would not start him personally. He's not doing anything. Fans, you can't defend him anymore. So yeah, that would be my ideal midfield. But what I think it will be, I feel like it's gonna be like Casemiro, potentially Fred, and then Bruno or something. I don't see how you can drop Eriksen. So I could see him playing both Eriksen and Bruno, but I have no idea how this team's gonna look now. But it's a great signing, and like I said earlier, this guy's a proven winner. I mean, he's won what like 4 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, and I think really a lot of people are saying, and yeah, like about the player, a lot of people are saying like, why would he go to Man United? Especially with the form that they're in. Especially he's at the biggest club in the world. He's at the best club in the world, the biggest and best club in the world. We all know Real Madrid. I mean, a lot of kids' dreams are to go and play for Real Madrid. And he's there. Why would he leave? Why would he leave that? And he's coming off a Champions League. I saw, I think I saw people saying, Perez, he does not look at his players. Perez is the Real Madrid president. He does not look at his players as, really good players. He just looks at them as like numbers. He just looks like he doesn't look at them like they're like important sometimes, and he just as long as they win, he doesn't care who's in the team. Like he doesn't care about Casemiro. And we did a video like 2 months ago. We all know Chouamini has signed for Real Madrid for about 80 million pounds, something like that, 80 million euros. So he's signed there, and people are saying, "Oh, Perez will not accept Chouamini to be on the bench for 3 more years because Casemiro has at least 3 more years of his prime in him." So I think, wait, how much? Yeah, okay. 2027 was when this contract ends, by the way. So he's a 5 year deal. He's coming, so he's 35. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna fare, but yeah. So Chouamini he has to get into that team, especially with the money he has costed. Perez will not let Casemiro start there for 3 more years, as Tchouaméni is such an important player for that project. He cost them that much. You can't just leave him on the bench learning for 3 years. So Casemiro saw this and was like, "Bro, I gotta get out of here because I do not want to get benched later. So I have an opportunity now to get out. Maybe I can go to the Premier League, get a change, um, get a change for myself, and really experience the Premier League." That's what I think he's thinking right now, because he's played in La Liga a lot of his career. So yeah, Premier League is the best league in the world, and players just want to come here. A lot of players' dreams are to come here. Varane last year came to Manchester United, as well as Casemiro now. So we have some good players reuniting. Varane, Casemiro, and Ronaldo. But yeah, like personally, I don't know. I feel like Casemiro should have stayed a few years, because I mean, Man United, I don't know what their goal is. I like the Glazers do not have a plan. But hopefully after this, maybe it will boost us to top four. Maybe Casemiro seeing himself in a Man United uniform, especially like looking at the squad, maybe he thinks we can get into top four. He obviously thinks that. That's obviously our goal. I don't know if Ronaldo's gonna stay now. I mean, Casemiro, does this have an impact on Ronaldo's future? I hope it does. I hope he stays now. I mean, that would be cool to see him stay. But at the same time, I also hope he goes, because he's really the only one that's trying out there these past few games. He's the one that wants to leave, but he's the only one that wants. He's the only one that want. He's the one that wants to leave, but he's the only one that's trying. These players are so lazy sometimes. Like these last few games, they've been so just. Even Ten Hag said it in the interview. They've been so like they've just been outrun. They don't. They It looks like they don't want to be there. It looks like they don't want to be playing in United shirt. Ronaldo's really the only one showing that he wants to be, but he's the one that wants to leave. So personally, for him, at this stage in his career, he's 37. I want him to go win trophies. I want him to be, cement his legacy as the greatest player of all time. That's bigger than. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of bigger than Manchester United. I don't know. I mean, people say, "Oh, no player's bigger than the club," but this is Ronaldo, man, and he deserves better. He really does deserve better. But I don't know. This might change his mind on if he wants to stay or not. That's gonna be pretty interesting. These past 2 weeks. But yeah, hopefully Ten Hag can turn this team around. First two games dropped 0 points from the first two. We were last in the Premier League. Well, this is insane to say that. Casemiro will not be playing in the Liverpool game. Medical and then visa will be sorted out during the weekend, so we will not be playing in the um Liverpool game, the big game. So hopefully maybe next week. I don't know who we play. He'll get his debut, and that's gonna be very fun to watch. Hopefully, I don't blame any of this on Ten Hag. I really don't. I blame this on the players and the Glazers. The players, as well as the Glazers, have been as much as the problem. I mean, the Glazers, we can talk about them all we want. For years and years and years, we can talk about them. But these players, you saw it last game. Nobody was trying, except I'd say probably Ronaldo. Nobody was good. Nobody. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this happened, but yeah. So that's that. And yeah, just Casemiro. I'm very excited for the signing. I mean, it's good times. Man, I don't know about good times ahead in terms of the Glazers and stuff like that. I don't know if it's good times ahead. I don't know if they'll sell or whatever. There's been a lot of rumors about them selling, but this right here is really just trying to get the fans to stop protesting, just to say, "Oh, the Glazers aren't so bad." But United fans, you can't fall for this trap. We did it last year, especially with Ronaldo. And yeah, you can't fall in this trap. The Glazers are always going to be, a problem to this club. But yeah, that's pretty much. I'm so excited to see Casemiro. Manchester United. We finally get the CDM we need after all these years, 4 years of just trying to get one. I don't know why they didn't get it earlier, but it's finally done, bro. It's finally done. We get a real CDM. We don't get Fred. We don't have McTominay. A real CDM. very excited to see him in action. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, hopefully Casemiro has a good season at United. Hopefully it'll be an exciting season. Hopefully we can get back into the Champions League next year. Hopefully we can win the Europa League, which is something I would love to win. Hopefully we can win a trophy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.